You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Wants to throw on first down. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. They'll run play action. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
The Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thomas.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Bust through behind his pad. To the house. Touchdown, Florida State. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out?
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And I see what the quarterback saw. He saw man-to-man coverage on the outside. Give my guy a chance to win. But the DB won. Great job staying glued to the wide receiver, seeing the ball when it's coming and batting it down.
Hit and off the play fake on first down to throw. Gets it out fast. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Motion from the wideout. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They're dealing with a second and long. Reads it, fires complete. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Great job by the deep.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Last drive ended after a long missed field goal, and they have it back ready to go to work. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Trying play action. Quickly complete. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on third down. Makes the grab on the left. Still running at the 40. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pickup of 5 and a first down. And the Seminoles have this offense rolling. Keeps it on first down. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Now on 2nd and short after that pickup. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On target. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. And the Noles will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Baxter. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
They'll run it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown Seminoles! Great job by the back on the option.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he played. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
And that's pretty encouraging. Like, this defense needs a shot in the arm, right? Like, the 2 possessions, they've given up 2 touchdowns. Like, now they try to be aggressive and go after the deep ball right away. Nice coverage. That's a good start to this drive. You know, 2 bad drives, we flush those, we forget about those.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Turns it loose. Got it down the field. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's a give to C.J. Baxter.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, that DB basically could have just ran that route for the wide receiver. He was all over him. There was no shot that receiver was going to be able to make that play. Beautiful job by the defensive back.
Under fire. Had to get rid of it quickly. Another incompletion on 3rd. This crowd still bringing the intensity to open the second half. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. The play action fake. Here's a heat. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Can't make the grab on 3rd down, and that is a... They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. Grab behind the line. It's Lopez. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. Now the play fake. Punts it out of the air. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Noles with the 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Baxter. Touchdown, Noles! Excellent pass by the back on the option. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time in this type of game.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They'll give it to Baxter. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They go back to C.J. Baxter. Makes a man miss. There he goes. Touchdown, Florida State. And the route is on. That Seminole war chant is getting louder as Florida State has built a big lead.
The Seminoles have been able to seize the momentum here in the second half, and they are now running away with this thing.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense picks it up. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sun?
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. And the Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run it out of the gun with Baxter. Knocked off his feet.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just trying to make the next third down manageable, trying to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Caught in the backfield, it's Lopez. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll give it to Baxter. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And down goes the quarterback, but there are penalty flags on the field. Let's see what the call is. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Flips it out in the flat. Sweet. He smashes his way through again. Makes the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. The Seminoles are marching down the field. They'll run it out of the gun with Baxter.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
The RPO, it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great...
There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Got a little grass. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Florida State. He got a step and just dusted the field. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Didn't find any crease in that. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds his man. It's Thomas. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Hand off for Baxter. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Second down coming up. The run inside. It's Baxter. Maybe a crease. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown Seminoles! They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a...
It was vitriolic, it was intense, and it went to the Seminoles as Florida State will dine on Gator after winning in this rivalry matchup. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
and they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line. Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And now a third down of the opening drive of this championship game. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Oh, the pocket collapsing. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for a man deep down the left side. Oh, and it's dropped. A chance for a big play here in the early going, but some jitters on the part of that receiver. So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So the mental error there backs him up 5 yards, makes it 2nd down and long. And the quarterback dropping back. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to 1st down yardage yet. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's a poor starting field position here for the offense. It's a quarterback keeper. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7. Picks up the first and is still going. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a 1st down. Receiver in motion now. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They've got him down out near the 40. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Little eye candy here from the offense and the pre-snap motion. Who's in? Here he goes. Inside the 20. Past the touchdown, Aggies. They were not going to catch him that time.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from every
kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Here's the return from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Aggies offense is back on the field now. Trying to find room. It's Joyner. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now it's 2nd down here. And the tailback's got it again. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Stopping the run is about being sound fundamentally and schematically. You got to be where you're supposed to be in your gap, but then you got to fight. And this defense is fighting off blocks, making tackles. They're doing a really nice job.
Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw. It's Reed. Makes a quick grab. And they bring him down quickly, but that's a solid gain on the short throw. Offense in a good spot here on 2nd and 4 after the 6-yard completion. And the defense smothers him for no gain. 3rd down play for this offense. pick up the first down through the air. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Clutch conversion on third there. Sets him up first down from the 31.
And there's that connection that we've been expecting to see. That's something on film that really showed up, is this timing of the quarterback and wide receiver. And they haven't really...
He's got a crease. They finally get him, but a big gain moves the ball to the 10.
Chris, I was excited to see this back all week because of these electrifying runs that we see on tape in preparation. And he does it again here, setting up his offense for a first and goal. Now they need to capitalize and put this ball in the end zone. downs are such an advantage for the offense. You're adding that extra player to the run game by
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Looking for a gap. It's Joyner. Has the first down and more. And he goes out right near the 45-yard line. And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. It's complete on the crossing route. You make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Well, it's another first down on this series, and they're doing a great job. This quarterback continues to see the defense really well and get the ball out on time. Now, once you're in the scoring area, you just can't take a sack and don't force the ball down the field.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
This is a great example from this defense of how to stop the RPO. One, stay home. Don't give the quarterback a definitive read. That encourages him to just hand off the football. That's kind of his base read. And Chris, once he does so, then you fly to the football. You play with great effort.
Breaking ankles out there. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there. Texas A&M has moved into the red zone now. Working tight windows. It's Reed. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Reed. Catch made by the tight end. Important third down play coming up after that completion. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's running out of time here. Incomplete in the end zone, but there's a flag on the play. Looks like it's going to be on the defense. That costly penalty gives the offense a new set of downs. The Aggies line up with a 1st and goal. Quarterback still with the football. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 11. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
That is just a monster sack, Chris. After this long drive that the offense has put together, now they're facing a 3rd and long. This is one of those opportunities as a defense that you've got a chance to get off the field. This is a time to make a play.
Defense is coming after him. They've got him. Again, he couldn't escape. First play of the drive now. They'll start from the 32. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Armstrong. And the Aggies hustle to the line to run the hurry up. To throw, it's Reed. Here comes the pressure. Oh, he makes the catch. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38.
Well, they're able to get themselves off the hook. They put themselves behind the chains, an obvious passing situation, which you know you want to avoid, but they're able to still move the chains. That's a good job by the quarterback, finding the open man and then delivering an accurate pass on time, and he's able to move the chains and create a first down.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Joyner. Sees an opening. Touchdown, Aggies. They connect for 6.
Chris, this group is so good. You give them just a little bit of momentum, they're going to take it, and they're going to use it to build a big lead, and that's what they've done. And now this is a precarious situation.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Returner looking to create better field position. And the coverage team hangs it in and brings. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Offense will keep it on the ground here. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, massive expectations for this SEC championship, and it has not disappointed. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth.
The Aggies will kick this away to begin the second half. Return starts from inside the 5. He stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. He'll hand it off. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, the key to third down success is being good on first down. And here the defense does a great job on first down of bowing up and stopping the run. And that's the key to this thing. If you can create long yardage situations, now they have to throw the football, and that pass rush can start getting after them.
Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. Offensive line getting set. It's first down. Back to pass. It's Reed. Coming after him. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Chris, if there's one trait that I would love to have out of a defensive back, it's the ability to be versatile. And when they blitz the safety, he shows that not only is he good in coverage, that he can make plays behind the line of scrimmage. This is a beautiful job, and I love the aggressive nature of this defense.
They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Off play action, he's looking to throw. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big... Quarterback keeps the football. He's got the first and still going. Out of bounds after a solid gain. Moves the ball across the 40. One play and they're already past the 40. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Running with purpose. Oh, he fought hard there. Broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks. 2nd down play coming up. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And the Aggies come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. They finally make the tackle, but solid gain. Sets him up 1st down at the 33. A new set of downs after that completion. Looking for some space. It's Joyner. Gets the first and still running. He stopped, but he gets a 1st down.
Chris, there are some players that when they have the ball in their hands, they just hate to be tackled. And that's this guy. He's always fighting for extra yardage, and here he's able to get 2, 3, 4, 5 extra yards.
It's caught. He's breaking, headed for the end zone. Ball carrier tackled at the 2, a solid gain on that completion. The Aggies will line up now. It's 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Now the try here for the extra point.
What a job by the big fellas up front. To be able to run the football in this field position, you've got to have an offensive line that can just...
Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Edwards. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this 3rd quarter. As we break for the quarter, it's Texas A&M on top. And they got to be feeling pretty good about things as we wrap up the 3rd quarter. Let's review how we got here. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. On 1st down, they'll keep their running game churning. Got an opening here. They make the stop, but it's a big gain down to the 29. The complexion of this drive suddenly changing. One massive play, and they're closing in on the red zone now with the 1st down. Breaking into the clear. Great cut. They whiff on him. Touchdown, Aggies. And the route is on.
So difficult to stop this group. They are so good, and now a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This one seems like it's over.
Point after, knocked right through. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. Here comes the Aggies offense back out there. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Breaks into the clear. Powering through a tackle. Across the 40. They finally make the tackle, but the defense gashed by that big gainer. So quickly, with one explosive play, this offense is set up just outside the 30. Running back with the football. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge. Let them
swarm for the pass rush. A sack.
This is a no-chance play as a quarterback. This defensive end is getting off the ball so quickly. He is electric. That first step, he gets to the quarterback so quick, he's got nothing to do but protect the football, and thankfully for the offense, he's able to do so.
He's in the clear. They continue to lean on the running back. He's had a solid game. And when you're ahead on the scoreboard, Joel, you'll love to be able to just turn and hand the ball off to a guy like this.
Well, Chris, this is certainly their DNA as a program. You're going to try to ride those body blows that you had early in this game to more sustained success later in the game. Look for them to continue to lean into this run game. And as we've seen in previous weeks, that's when they really start chewing up the yardage.
Ready. Another keeper. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Just been a dominant day from this group, and now a big lead here in the second half. It's so difficult to stop this offense. Their defense has played well, and that's led to this huge lead.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. And And the returner will be brought down. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. To the air, it's Reed. It's a quick grab. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9. And the Aggies trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. The offense knocking on the door here with a first and goal. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
This group has been so impressive all day long. Built this big lead, and now they're just running out the string. I got to tell you, the mark of a great team is a team that can run the football when the opposition knows that they want to run the football. That's exactly what they're doing here.
Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies.
That's exactly what you want to do on offense here. You've got the lead, and then you've got a short field. Put the pedal down. Get in the end zone, and now they're able to do that. This offense is in a great...
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? Returner tackle right there. Winning a conference championship in a league this strong clearly is one of the preseason goals for this team, and you can tell by the way they're celebrating. But, Joel, now we're going to wait and see what their path to a national championship, the ultimate goal, is going to be.
Well, like you said, the strength of winning a championship in this conference is not going to be lost on that committee. I wouldn't be surprised if this team does garner a bye, and then it's about retaining momentum, as we've seen throughout the history of this playoff. How well can you execute after a long layoff? I think that's going to be the challenge for this group.
That'll wrap up our coverage of this conference championship game. Next stop, the college football playoff. For Joel Klatt and Holly Rowe, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Ready? Black 18. Black 18. Move. Get hot. Here we go. Ready. Go. Ready. Move. Move.
Greetings and welcome to a very special moment on the annual sports calendar. The Heisman Trophy ceremony presented by EA Sports. Inside the Tiburon Theater, I'm Chris Fowler. So proud to bring you Heisman Trophy night every year. So many memories come out of this night. Each of these guys have hung out together, got to know each other better, but ultimately, the night's going to belong to one guy. One name will be read here, and one man will have that life-changing moment and forever be known as a Heisman Trophy winner. These are nervous times.
throw on first down off the play fake. Bringing the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The handoff to Johnson. Gain of 9 on that one. Third down and short. He needs a yard. This feels like 4-down territory. Third and short from the 40. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
That's caught. It's Simpson. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Golden Gophers are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Complete on the right side. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The Golden Gophers will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Going to the run, it's Johnson. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Minnesota! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 20. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react. from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
And he's knocked down.
I think this defense moving forward has to be able to finish plays. On that second down, the quarterback had nowhere to go with it. The defense had an opportunity to get to him, get him on the ground, setting up 3rd and long, but because they couldn't do that and let him spring free, it's now 3rd and manageable. This defense just making...
And the Golden Gophers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Running inside, it's Johnson. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. To the air on 2nd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch, it's Walsh. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give out of the gun. And that's the end of the line on that run, and it's the end of the line for the first quarter. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Off play action. Catch in the middle, it's Hayes. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Caught behind the line, it's Thompson.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's got an open man. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal. And the Golden Gophers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass. Safe completion on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, just
turning it on! And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Motion from the wideout. Off play action on 1st down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
He unleashes a long one. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Under pressure, and down. They'll give it to Johnson. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Looking deep down the right side. Jump ball, and he's got it. Oh, what a grab. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. From the red zone, it's Johnson. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Could be an alley. And they stop him short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 3.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he makes the catch. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run play action. He wants it all. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Slips it. They get it up, rush, and it pays off. Minnesota's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half. That's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing. They're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out. It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. The defense has been hanging on for dear life figuratively, now literally, and it draws a flag. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And personally, I love the 4-3 defense because that's what I played in college. And as a defensive lineman, you get to penetrate more and take more gaps and make plays. They've done a really good job stopping the run this game.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. He's not afraid to go deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Finds his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Here's the pressure. On target. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Makes the grab, and he's not going to be able to convert. Knocked down just inches shy of the first down. The Golden Gophers will go for it here on fourth down. Tries to get it on the ground. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And that one will pull them up here in the second half.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done, and he can...
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the... The Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Slithers into space. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward.
Maybe some room here. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Smith with the grab over the middle. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. The handoff to Johnson. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Gets it to him on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Open on the right side, that's Smith.